Ryan Brown from J. Ryan Brown Law. One of the most common questions we get about drug crimes in Newnan, Georgia is, will this be on my record? Okay, and that is an excellent question. It is, when we do our, any case that we have, one of the first things we do is an initial strategy meeting with our clients where we sit down and we go over a number of things. But one of the things we go over and that we do with our clients is we always set goals. And in a drug possession charge, one of the goals is almost always, if it's someone that's never been arrested before, has no record, maybe it's a college kid or even a grown adult, is to make sure that they are not a convicted felon. That's not something anybody wants, especially when we're dealing with a possession charge. Georgia has a couple of ways to prevent someone from being a felon on a drug possession case. One of those is called conditional discharge. There are some pros and cons to conditional discharge that you need to make sure you talk to your lawyer about before entering a guilty plea to a drug charge. Conditional discharge has great pros. The pros are that if you complete the program, which is probation, the case is discharged. It's not a conviction. You're not a convicted felon. Now, you're still on probation, right? If you enter a plea under that, you're still on probation. You still may have fines, probation supervision fees, drug and alcohol evaluation, those kind of things. But at the conclusion, the case is, there's an order of discharge signed, and it is not you are not a convicted felon. If you're applying to a job or a college or anything like that, and they ask, have you ever been convicted of a felony? As far as that case goes, the answer is no, which is a great advantage. One of the negatives is that if you violate your probation and you don't successfully complete the conditions, you don't get the benefit of that discharge. So if you violate your probation, they can yank that conditional discharge. They can adjudicate you guilty of the offense, making you a felon, and then you can be re-sentenced. You get credit for any time you've been on the sentence, but they can certainly send you back to jail, which is something you don't want. So talk to your lawyer about the pros and cons. But conditional discharge is a way to prevent that drug charge from being a conviction on your record.